what a great weekend we have for football tonight and tomorrow. It's going to be really nice tonight, and it won't be too bad tomorrow. When it gets into the 80s, it gets really hot over here, but it'll be good.
But 75 degrees tomorrow.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It will probably be a little bit of a breeze for you because it's supposed to be breezy later today. Perfect.
Yeah, we're looking forward. I've watched this team a lot here in fall camp, no question. There's a whole lot of talent, and it's very promising. It's a very difficult schedule, and somebody said, well, how can it be a difficult schedule? In the PSAC, they schedule like every 2 years. So last year was this is the second year of the two-year mandate. So IUP is playing the top 3 teams from the East, Kutztown, Westchester, and Shepherd.
And it just worked out.
It just worked that way. Yeah. Last year would have been on the road. This year it's a home, but still,
And, of course, Slippery Rock is on the schedule later. They're 5th ranked in the nation, or where I'm not.
Yeah, they're somewhere between 5 and 10. And California, they got their quarterback back. And it's very challenging.
That Slippery Rock game surprised you, their game last week? They just barely held on to that one.
It surprised me in a manner of speaking, yes, because Wayne State had a real big chance. They were at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, and chose to go for the win.
Yeah, and they could have sent it into overtime, and they said, well, we're going to go for it, and that didn't happen. But, we'll see.
So a lot of unknowns. Coach Tortorella has the advantage of having seen Kutztown play. I don't know if he went to the game. Certainly he's broken it down on video.
Yes, everybody's got the video now, and it's an advantage and a disadvantage, too. It just depends. You have more time to prep. And IUP, they said, well, fans, why are they not playing an 11th game? And what Coach Tort has said is, if we wanted to play an 11th game, but we wanted it away, because if we play home, we have 3 home games in a row to start the season. That'll be reversed next year. We don't want 3 away games. And then there were teams like West Texas State and Lindenwood in Missouri, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, those are big, long, expensive road trips, and in this day and age, you just can't do that.
Money situation.
Yeah, well, it's obviously a factor.
Duquesne went and played TCU.
Yeah.
And got walloped 45-3. They lost their starting quarterback.
Oh.
So those things can happen.
Those happen too. All right, we just have a couple of moments left.
Sure.
So for folks who need to know, airtime tomorrow is
1:30. Kickoffs this year are 2:00. We'll be on the air at 1:30. U92.5. U92radio.com.
And you're working with?
I'm working with Abda Torre. He'll be back for the home games and maybe an away game later in the season. Greg Jahoschek will be back manning the sidelines.
Yeah.
And, of course, there's a new band director, interim, so we'll see how that goes, too, with, that's going to be interesting.
Don't know who you're going to call.
Exactly. Well put.
Jack, thanks so much.
Okay, thank you for letting me come in here.
Looking forward to it. It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, 101.1 FM and AM 1160.
Is Eva Strang with the Allied Milk Producers. The delicious dairy products made by our members begin at one of our family-owned farms. These hardworking families take great pride in producing fresh, high-quality milk every day, just as they learned from previous generations. The Allied Milk Producers member farms dot the rural landscape, many not far from you. Our member farms are dedicated to maintaining the highest standards of care for their animals, producing consistently high-quality milk.
Super Bingo!
Hold your cards, we have a Super Bingo.
The Altman Volunteer Firemen are holding Super Bingo to benefit the United Way of Indiana County. It's all happening at the Altman Fire Hall, Sunday, September 19th at 1 p.m. 18 cards, only $50. Prizes include 19 regular 100-point games, 3 specials, 250 points each, and 2 jackpots of 1,000 points each. Help the United Way and have fun. Come play Super Bingo at the Altman Fire Hall, Sunday, September 19th at 1.
101.1 FM and AM 1160 WCCS, Homer City, Clarksburg.
WCCS. We'll keep paying more for stuff. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. If businesses pass along their costs that keep rising, wholesale inflation surged again last month. Producer prices up now 8.3% from August 2020, the biggest annual gain on record, something President Biden's advisors are focused on today. Fox's Rachel Sutherland explains live.
Dave, the new White House Council on U.S. Economic Conditions will hold its first meeting today to discuss at least 18 actions to help consumers and potentially lower prices. On the agenda, corporate mergers, higher fines for hospitals that fail to disclose their prices, and new reports about airlines that denied refunds for flights that were changed or canceled. The council has been criticized by some business groups and Republicans for its emphasis on regulation. Dave?
Rachel, President Biden's new push for COVID vaccinations is getting Republican pushback.
This is not about freedom or personal choice.
But former Vice President Pence tells Fox.
To say that it's not about freedom, it's exactly about freedom. America is about freedom and the ability to make the best decision for your family, for your business.
Some Republicans are considering legal challenges. The president dismisses those GOP efforts.
These pandemic politics I refer to are making people sick, causing unvaccinated people to die.
He also said his patience is wearing thin on those refusing to get the shot, so he has new orders.
Notably, the plan calls for employers with at least 100 employees to ensure that they are vaccinated or tested weekly.
Fox's Kevin Corke.
Workers in hospitals, home health care facilities, or other medical facilities all must now become vaccinated. Same for executive branch federal employees and federal contractors, as well as nearly 300,000 educators in the federal paid program and Head Start programs.
America's listening to Fox News.
If you're suffering from cold, flu, or COVID symptoms, you need an accurate temperature reading as quickly as possible. Fever is a leading symptom of both the flu and COVID-19, so the sooner you rule out the common cold, the better. Then seek medical advice on whether your fever means it's the flu or the deadlier COVID-19. Accuracy matters, so use the Exergen Temporal Scanner, the same thermometer used by medical professionals millions of times a day in hospitals and clinics to accurately detect fever. Learn more at Exergen.com.
Warner Brothers Pictures presents Cry Macho, a story of being lost and found as Clint Eastwood returns as Mike Milo, a one-time rodeo star who then takes a job from an ex-boss to bring the man's young son home from Mexico. The unlikely pair face a challenging journey. The only road home is through redemption. Now, you'll be able to see it in theaters and on HBO Max for 31 days, September the 17th. It's rated PG-13, may be inappropriate for kids under 13.
Of Indiana County. News Talk WCCS.
I'm Josh Woodison with this look at the news on WCCS. COVID-19 cases continue to increase at schools in Indiana County. On Thursday night, the Penns Manor School Board heard from members of the public who were against the recent Pennsylvania Department of Health mandates requiring masks be worn in K-12 schools. At the IEP Council of Trustees meeting Thursday, IEP President Dr. Michael Driscoll said that the university was going to fall short of their enrollment projections. State police are investigating a theft that happened in late August at a storage shed in Conemaugh Township. This weekend will mark the 20th anniversary of the terrorist attacks of September 11th, and one ceremony will be held today to commemorate the solemn anniversary on IEP's campus, and a second ceremony will be held tomorrow as part of the Northern Appalachian Folk Festival. In sports tonight, it's high school football. Homer Center taking on United starting at 6:20 here on WCCS.
AM 1160 and 101.1 FM. WCCS.
Your AccuWeather forecast, partly cloudy and breezy today, high of 70, mostly clear tonight. Your overnight low, 51 degrees. Coming up next on WCCS is the Brian Kilmeade Show, portions of which are pre-recorded.
AM 1160 and 101.1 FM. WCCS.
Time now for Hometown Happenings on WCCS AM 1160 and 101.1 FM. The Indiana County Community Action Program, known as ICAP, distributes emergency food assistance each week at different times and locations. For more information about emergency food distribution, you can call the ICAP Food Bank office at 724-463-7440. The Alice Paul House, a domestic violence, rape crisis comprehensive victim service center for both adults and children, is looking for caring individuals to be volunteer crisis intervention counselors. For more information or to schedule an interview, call 724-349-4444. Hometown Happenings is a public service of WCCS AM 1160 and 101.1 FM. If your nonprofit group or organization has an event they want to publicize, please give us a call at 724-465-4700. Fax the information to 349-6842 and allow 2 weeks advance notice.
Gorgeous floors in stone, wood, tile, cork, or bamboo, or soft, comfortable carpet. For a great floor, visit Affordable Interiors, professionally designed and installed. Affordable Interiors, 1515 Philadelphia Street, Indiana.
Quality service is number one. Affordable, that's how it's done. There's more to choose from every day at Affordable.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Don't forget, join me each and every afternoon, 3 to 6, right here, WCCS AM 1160, 101.1 FM.
From the Fox News radio studios in New York City, giving you opinions and facts with a positive approach. It's Brian Kilmeade.
Thanks so much for listening, everybody. It's the Brian Kilmeade Show. We have a big hour coming your way as we look back at 20 years since 9/11 with Ari Fleischer, who's by the president's side. Can you imagine what it would be like being press secretary at that time? Ari Fleischer will be with us live. And, of course, we'll take your calls, 1-866-408-7669. Every story is valid. If you're an American especially, and if you're located around the country, around the world, and you listen, I know we get the emails, we get the correspondence, so we get the text messages, so I see it. So if you want to reflect, too, from your vision from where you are, I'd like to hear it. So let's get to the big three.
Now, with the stories you need to know, it's Brian's Big Three.
Number 3.
Today, our fellow citizens, our way of life, our very freedom came under attack in a series of deliberate and deadly terrorist acts have filled us with disbelief, terrible sadness, and a quiet, unyielding anger.
Imagine that, a president, tough yet kind. That is President George W. Bush, 9/11, 20 years later. Since the attacks, we've had 4 presidents. Who do you think best understood the challenges of Islamic terror and formulated the best strategy? Has the country really forgotten about 9/11? Have you? Let's go back. Should we go back to that 9/11 mentality or the 9/10/01 mentality? Where do you fall? And what will your thoughts be on Saturday?
Number 2.
I'm announcing that the Department of Labor is developing an emergency rule to require all employers with 100 or more employees to ensure their workforces are fully vaccinated.
Unbelievable. Did you see this speech? Hostile, confrontational, and divisive. That's how I summarize President Biden's 6-point COVID plan that he announced on Thursday. He wants to fight Republican governors, mock unvaccinated Americans, and punish Americans who don't comply. Is that leadership?
Number 1.
Can you explain a little bit more about why the White House in a statement is calling the Taliban businesslike and professional?
Well, we wanted to note that the Taliban was cooperative in facilitating the departure of these American citizens and legal permanent residents from HKIA.
Unbelievable. Jen Psaki, nice try. President Biden attempts to distract from his titanic, catastrophic, irresponsible evacuation and surrender from Afghanistan, and it will not work. Americans still felt left behind and feel that way today. They are left behind in a terror state, and the terror threat grows daily, and our superpower profile takes a hit globally. But guess who they are indeed praising as professional? The Taliban. I'm not kidding. They did. Why? Because the Qataris, they deserve a lot of credit, although they double deal. They put a commercial flight into Kabul airport. It's there, right? I'm at Karzai Airport. And they go in and they say, we have room for 200 Americans. The State Department says, we invited 30. What do we get? We got 10 green card holders and 10 Americans. Why? Because they decided they wanted to stay and not to show up. No, I'm pretty sure they decided, not that they decided to stay, that whole problem of a family left behind is the issue, or the problem of not being able to get to the plane in time is the issue. But instead, we have an administration praising the Taliban as professional. And I'm not kidding. They actually put that in a text. In text, they put that out. And I want to get to it exactly because I think in its honesty and candor, it shows you exactly what is wrong with this scene and this administration. We have to kiss the butt of a terrorist regime back in power with our equipment in order to get more of our people out. The woman's name is Emily Horn. She's the NSC spokesperson. Here it is. The Taliban have been cooperating in facilitating the departure of American citizens and lawful permanent residents on charter flights. They have shown flexibility, and they've been businesslike and professional in our dealings with them, their effort. This is a positive first step. We will continue these efforts to facilitate the safe and orderly traveling of American citizens. I'm watching video last night of them whipping women for marching, and I see video and stills of pictures of journalists with the reddest marks and the biggest cuts you've ever seen on their backs and on their arms and on their legs because they wanted to cover a story. That's businesslike and professional. We're keeping an eye on Taliban 2.0 because they want acceptance. We're holding them accountable. Are you kidding me? Cut two.
When you're saying the Taliban is businesslike and professional, their interior minister has...
One, two. So now, instead of... I want to do this two ways, actually. And we're probably going to need this cord to do it. We definitely will be. So, Jim, if you took... Okay, so now, Carrie, if you're listening, are you plugged in? Yeah. Okay, Carrie, now if you're listening back there on our test, you would be hearing the audio like last week, which could be a little bit over-modulated. Check 1, 2, 3.
Carrie, INT here. Carrie Rako.
Hello?
You got major static coming through.
Okay, hold on a second. It probably won't be. Check 1, 2. So we got a direct tap, Jim, into the camera, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so sometimes, Carrie, what is it, like 30 seconds different, John? It might be clearing up. Carrie, I have you on speakerphone.
Okay. All right, let me just, I refreshed it.
I'm going to go with time checks here. It's 10:13 as I do a direct tap. Have you had any buffering or anything the past several minutes?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
No.
Okay. So testing 1, 2 at 10:13 a.m. This is direct from the JK box into the lower press box camera. Testing 1, 2, 3.
All right, hold on 1 second. Hold on.
You hearing it? So it's 10:14 now, so is that a little overmodulated like last week? Of course, I'm not talking loud like a replay where Dennis Mester is running. He's at the 5, he's at the 10, he's back at the 5, and he falls down. Check 1, 2. Yeah.
Okay, it sounds really clear with you.
Of course, I'm not talking loud like a replay where Dennis Mester is running. Okay, we're going to try one more thing here to see if it's even clearer.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay, so Jim, let's take it out of the camera. Okay, now you're going to go. Do we have a line into one of the cameras? Oh wait.
Mark.
Yeah.
When you said that about Denny or 1014, it was it came out you were a little modulated.
I figured that'd be the case.
Okay.
Okay, so that doesn't matter though which camera it goes to, right, John?
I think so.
Okay, so now, Carrie, we're going to have the ability to control the audio. We're going to have the ability to control the audio for the video stream only through a mixer that Jim Tiger brought down. So, Jim, I want you to take it down a little bit. So now it's 10:15 on my phone, 3 minutes and 12 seconds into this conversation with Carrie. At 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have audio coming from the JK box to the PV mixer, from the PV mixer to the camera. And we should be able to control a separate audio link and control the volume a little bit. I might even take this master down a little. Let's see.
All right, let me take a listen. Hold on.
Okay. Have you noticed any difference?
I have it turned down though because there's just too much.
Okay. 10-16, Dennis Mester, touchdown, Homer Center Wildcats. Mester, the touchdown machine.
Okay. Mark.
Yeah.
Much better.
Much better?
Much better. I heard 1016, Denny Mester.
Touchdown, Homer Center Wildcats. Mester, the touchdown. Okay, but you have plenty of audio.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it actually could go up a little bit. I've got my speaker up pretty loud.
Okay, what we don't want to do is take it where we're getting back to that modulation. But let me take it back to where were you, Jim? About 6?
Yeah.
Check 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm going to give it a little more bass. Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's now 5 minutes into this conversation with Carrie at 10:17 a.m. from the press box at Memorial Field in Homer City, where we have more wires than a space shuttle. Checking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 1, 2. Going to get excited a little bit and see if we overmodulate it. Check 1, 2. Was I clipping? Go ahead, Jim. Do what you need to do. Check 1, 2. We made in a couple of adjustments at 10:18. I can tell that's already better than last week. After I said do what you need to do, should be even a little better, I think. Yeah.
I've got my volume up all the way on my phone, and you're still pretty low.
Pretty low?
Yeah, you're clear, but you're low.
Okay.
Yeah, you could go there or the master, either one. Same gain. Pretty low. Yeah.
Okay, how about now, Carrie? We're check 1, 2, 3.
Give me a timestamp.
Check 1, 2. Okay, I'm pumping a lot more volume out now. It's 10:19 at Memorial Field in Homer City, where we have a partial sellout of the maintenance director, Ed Sutter, looking at his beautiful field with the numbers on it. Checking 1, 2, 3. I'm pumping out a lot more volume, but hopefully I'm not overmodulated. At Memorial Field in Homer City, where we have a partial sellout of the maintenance director, Ed Sutter, looking at his beautiful field with the numbers on it. Checking 1, 2, 3. Hey, John, would we have the ability for you to play a commercial so she can compare volume levels? Did you hear that, Carrie? He's also going to slip in a commercial or something where... Is that better now, you think?
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result,
Let him
patients
play a
spend
commercial
less
and
time
see
in
if
the
you...
hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Every day, businesses open with a determination to make this day better than yesterday. Families work to create a better life. Communities come together to provide better opportunities. At First Commonwealth, we're proud to be part of this journey to a better tomorrow, to provide resources that help businesses succeed, to inspire families to save for a brighter financial future, to help support our communities and keep them strong, and be better together every day.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense. Oh, now you do your job.
I'm Shannon Lutniskus. Hutton Blues Insurance of Indiana is proud to support high school football.
I'm Jay Blues. You can't beat football season, and when it comes to your insurance needs, you won't beat the service we provide at Hutton Blues Insurance.
Our family business has served Indiana and the surrounding counties for more than 3 decades.
Once you do business with Hutton Blues Insurance, we'll make you a customer for life.
So best of luck, area teams, from your friends at Hutton Blues Insurance in Indiana.
Once
you do business with Hutton Blues Insurance, we'll make you a customer for life.
So best of luck.
I think I lost it. My screen froze. Pro HD Studio. No. Is that what I should have? Pro HD Studio on the screen?
Yeah.
Check 1 2 1 2. Hello, hello. Can you give me the field view again? It is 10:23 at Homer City. Our test 1 2 3. Check 1 2 1 2. Hello, hello.
Hello.
I don't think it really froze. You didn't lose the stream, did you? I think we're pretty good, Carrie. I was listening on my phone. It's now 10:24, and it sounds pretty clear to me.
Yeah, after that commercial, it came through pretty good.
So was the commercial and my audio pretty balanced? What you don't want is a big discrepancy.
No, it sounds really good compared to what it was last time when you were modulated.
Overmodulated.
So are the balance, like both volumes equal for the ad and Mark talking? Same volume levels?
Yeah, like if I go to a commercial break, John, can we do a test like I'm going to a commercial break and you hit a commercial?
Yeah, the only thing that's problem here is I can't, there's so much glare in here, I can't see the controls.
Just let me know. Don't do it yet until I give you an out, like a normal out cue. You ready? Okay. We are scoreless on an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school sports night coming back to Memorial Field after this on the WCCS Wildcat Radio and Video Network.
Just let me know.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Every day, businesses open with a determination to make this day better than yesterday. Families work to create a better life. Communities come together to provide better opportunities. At First Commonwealth, we're proud to be part of this journey to a better tomorrow, to provide resources that help businesses succeed, to inspire families to save for a brighter financial future, to help support our communities and keep them strong, and be better together every day.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense. Oh, now you do your job.